Here we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there on the first play of the game. 49 yards.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
It's second and 8 at the 24-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from you.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Tariq Cohen on the return. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a second and 2.
Brings up second and 2.
They run with Patterson. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Second down, Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Patterson on the carry. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
45-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
First down, Chicago.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A gain of 2.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
4 yards. First down, Bears.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
21-yard line.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run through with Montgomery, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery taking it in, and the Bears have taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They'll run with Elliott. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. From just shy of midfield, Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
It's a gain of 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Bears 1st down.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
39-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end.
Complete to Demetrius Harris. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Third and 2. Now Trubisky. And he finds Jimmy Graham. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Chicago. Jimmy Graham, 33 yards as the Bears push further out in front.
For the extra point.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coach.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Intercepted.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And that one will fall incomplete. Intended clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Second and 10.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Trubisky quickly into the hands of Robinson. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
First down, Bears.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Brings up second and 10.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the lead stretches 16-3 now. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And this carries into the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
On third down, Trubisky. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Bilal Nichols able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. On third down, it's Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Eddie Jackson picks it.
One play at
And
a time.
they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. This is Cohen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. They try again with Cohen. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Tackle made.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will swell the lead to 16.
19.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Here's Patterson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Chicago.
Number 12.
Allen Robinson. 37 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk. To come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Prescott from the gun. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
on 1st and 10. Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup 61 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have bucked the trend so far, a sterling performance to this point. On the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this fourth quarter. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Gain on the play. 2nd.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He'll fire this deep for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
6-yard line.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 8.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
The running back.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
40-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. And now here is another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Again, it's Cohen. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20.
Today's final score.
So the Bears will fight on another week as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so.